Hey everybody, welcome back to Caroline's Closet. It is time for another massive haul video. I went to another bag sale this morning. I did one last week and actually just posted that video this morning. This one was another church rummage sale. Again, a good friend of mine told me about it. I don't have any luck finding these, so I really appreciate it when people tell me when these bag sales are happening. But this one gave me an option when I walked in. I could take a smaller bag for $3, or I could fill up these garbage bags for $5. So I got 4 bags full and then 1 box full. And she tried to charge me for the $3 bag for the box, and I told her to just make it an even $25. Gave them a $2 donation because I felt that was only fair. But so yeah, I'm gonna get right into this and show you what I got. And I'm gonna start with something that I will pick up every time I see it, but I don't recommend that anybody else ever waste your money on picking them up for resale. Buy them for yourself, but not for resale. So these are 2 Norman Rockwell prints, and I love Norman Rockwell. I can never resist a Norman Rockwell print whenever I find them. If they're cheap enough, I normally list them for sale, and I'm already seeing a scratch in this one through the boys' pants that are up in the air. So that automatically means this one probably won't go anywhere. But this one has a nice glass covering, baseball themed, and if it sells, it's probably 10 to 15 bucks. But they crammed in my box, and I love Norman Rockwell. My grandma, who lived in San Diego, always had Norman Rockwell prints. She was a school teacher, and she had a big classroom Norman Rockwell print on her wall. And I just always assumed Norman Rockwell was like super high-end, expensive stuff to own. So the first ever time I found it as a reseller, I was like, oh wow, Norman Rockwell for $1. And then it took me 2 years to sell it for like $5 or something. So not the best, but this is a Sesame Street audiobook set with the cassettes. One of them popped out, and the books to go along with them. I did just look this up right before filming. I haven't looked most of this stuff up, but I wanted to know if it was just a giant, big, useless space saver or worth anything. And it looks like some people have sold just a couple of the cassettes for 10 bucks here and there. I couldn't find this exact set, but I did find a vintage Big Bird cassette player. And if I ever see that in the wild, it's mine, and I probably won't sell it because I loved it. But there were a couple people selling plush Big Birds that actually had the cassette deck player in them. Awesome, I wanted it. Anyway, grabbed a couple books. Some of them are ones that I'll just kind of look through myself because they looked interesting and cheap enough, and I doubt any of those have much resale value. Coloring book for my itty bitty. It's actually unused, just a dollar store one, but paid probably a dime for it. These are transparency paper. I don't know if anybody uses transparencies anymore. I remember printing on these in grade school and high school for my teachers to put on their projector, and they actually had a bunch of these. Most of them weren't full like this one, but my box was getting heavier and I didn't know if they have any value whatsoever, so I grabbed it, and we'll see. This was a church rummage sale, so they threw a few things in my box as I was checking out. There's a pin in here somewhere that they tossed in also. But just information on the church. A little Mikasa crystal dish. I actually have one currently listed that is not getting much attention at all, but grabbed another one, so why not? Now, part of my plan on this trip was to gain volume because I have a plan in the next couple weeks where I will be able to sell locally and have a little booth set up. So I want stuff that I can fill that booth with, even if it's not going to sell well on eBay. So I did grab some stuff that I wouldn't have otherwise grabbed, like this little lemon squeezer. If somebody will pay me 50 cents or $1 for this if it's sitting in my booth. Maybe the Mikasa crystal will go there too. I'll do a separate booth video once I get that all figured out. This is just a Jeff Gordon NASCAR Superman mug. It's got his car with the Superman logo on it, which I don't know if that's really a thing, if it ever was, but yeah, Jeff Gordon Superman. Figured somebody will want that. Oh, here's the pin they threw in for free. The rest of this box is Pinewood Derby supplies. And there are a ton of these. They are just pre-shaped Pinewood Derby cars to be decorated. Their original prices were $4.99, and then this has a $1 sale price on it. And then these are just the Derby blocks that are not pre-cut. And since my daughter, is a Girl Scout and has done the Girl Scout Derby race before, some of these I'm going to save for her, but this box is full of that stuff. And I'll probably lot some together, another just chunk of wood. I think they had to carve their own. I'm not sure if they would be allowed to use these pre-carved ones, but I have a ton of these. So I'll probably keep some of the blocks for her. And she can even practice in the meantime. And then this was all also for the Derby cars. These were weights, flat weights to add, just a whole bunch of those. X-Acto blade to help carve your designs. And now, we've only done the race once before, and I will say it was very obvious which Girl Scouts made their own cars and which Girl Scouts parents made their cars for them. I hate that. I hate that. I encouraged my daughter to do like the whole thing herself. Helped her come up with the idea, and Daddy actually did the carving of the car, but there was a design contest along with it, and so she did Rainbow Dash, and so I kind of helped her decide, you know, how to make Rainbow Dash's face, but otherwise I made her kind of draw it out and paint it and everything all by herself. And then we got there and everybody else's cars looked impeccable. There was no way she was 5 at the time, 5 and 6-year-olds had done those. I don't know. It just annoys me. It's Girl Scouts. They should be doing this stuff themselves. Anyway, back to the haul. This, I grabbed a bunch of coats. It's almost that time of year, and for the price, they were good. This is D&F by Dolce and Fabuloso. So, like a knockoff of Dolce & Gabbana, I don't know. But it's size medium and it's 100% silk. And it appears to be in pretty nice conditions. As I pull these out, I may find flaws because I didn't stop and look too much. This is a Thinsulate leather coat, and it has a lot of spots all over it. Which at first when I picked it up I thought that might just be the way the leather is, but I think it's actual flaws. But it is still, it's got a zip out lining. It is a leather, 100% leather with nylon lining and Thinsulate fill material, which I just know Thinsulate gloves are super expensive, so a Thinsulate leather jacket, no idea, but it's worth more than I paid for it. This I grabbed, and I don't pick up scrub tops that much anymore unless there's something super special with them. But look at that, they're little monkeys. Super cute. Monkeys and monkey babies all over it. Size large, 100% cotton. And it's just too cute, so somebody will want that. Now I will say, out of all of these bags, and I'm probably gonna do this in a 2-part video because this is gonna be super long, but there's one thing I'm really excited about and maybe 4 or 5 things that are pretty good, and the rest is all filler. This is one of the pretty good things. It is a Michael by Michael Kors, and it's size extra small, but it is a velour jacket and pants. So you've got the whole tracksuit, and it looks like, I mean, it couldn't have been washed too many times. It's still in really, really nice condition. So I don't know. I'm guessing I could probably get 30 or 40 for that set. It is extra small, but it's awesome. This is Peter Millar vest, and I haven't been buying too many of these vests lately because last winter I think I sat with all of them all winter and nobody wanted them. But this one I saw was Peter Millar, which I've sold before, and I don't know if this is men's or women's. Does he only make men's? Does anybody know? They had it hanging with their women's coats, but I'll have to figure that out because I thought he was just men's stuff. This is just Coldwater Creek, but it is a 100% leather, magenta, pretty pink jacket, size large, zipper front, and in pretty good shape. I'm guessing that's 25 or 30 bucks. Leather coats do not do for me like they used to. And then this is another one I probably wouldn't have picked up if it was $1, but for 50 cents or a quarter or whatever my expense ended up being. This is Calvin Klein Performance. Also a vest. Let's see what its fill is. 10% waterfowl feathers, 90% duvet. Where does it say? Duck down. Oh, it is duck down. Okay. This should sell then. 90% duck down and 10% waterfowl feathers. And that one was size extra large, even better. That one I might have paid $1 for since it was actual down, but okay. La, la, la. All right, some bras. There's 2 in here. I didn't open it. It just says on the front 38B, like new. I haven't checked them out yet. Don't even know what brand. Warner's, it looks like. W-A-R-N-E-R-S. So 2 of those. This is Moving Comfort Dry Layer. Good condition, good size. This is a super tiny 34B Adore Me. I think that's that subscription service where you get like a bra and underwear matching set each month, maybe. I could be wrong. This one is Playtex 18-hour. Bras normally sell pretty well, pretty quick for me, but not for super high. True Life 38B. I mean, it's one of those things where they are so expensive in stores. If people can find a good deal on them, they'll snatch them up. And then this is a little nightgown, negligee thing. And This, I think, went with it. They were grouped together. Maybe not. This is Burnett, New York, is what it says on it. But it's not like a jacket thing. It's a actual shirt top. And it's a little off in color. Oh, here's a tag. I was going to say this one didn't have a tag, so I thought it went together. But size large, made in the USA, but it doesn't give me a brand. But somebody will want that. Still on our first bag, guys. This is Aurora. Might be vintage, I don't know. I'll have to see if I can figure out. This tag is completely worn. But Aurora does make really high quality stuff, normally stuffed animals. You'll find the Aurora stuffed animals in places like zoos and museum gift shops and stuff. But the vintage Aurora, if you ever come across the vintage Aurora stuffed animals, they sell fast. So, but this is just a little pillow by Aurora. I have no clue what his value is, and he might just go sit on a shelf in my booth and see if somebody wants him. But this is just a Gans iguana. Just got him because he's cute. Gans does have a following, and people will pay a couple bucks for him. Normally, my thought with stuffed animals and like Beanie Babies and stuff is I'll only get them if they're included in like a huge bag, grab bag of stuff where I'm buying it for something else. I always sell them. I'll sell Beanie Babies pretty well for like $6.99, $7.99, $8.99 on eBay. Never a huge profit, but I've been given several for free, so I do put them up for sale. But at the booth, assuming I get it and get set up, I can put a buck or two on them and still make money. So this is just another book, the other side of the story. So you get to hear the other side of Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, and the Three Bears from the bad guy's perspective. It'll be fun to read with my 7-year-old, and then I can see if it has any value. Again, for my 7-year-old, kid cooking, can see if there's anything fun in here that she might like to try. But it's cute, and it's got a lot of kid-friendly recipes and stuff that they should be able to make. And then I can probably get a few bucks off of that when we're done, if we choose not to keep it. How to Live with a Neurotic Dog. Actually got this one for a friend. Kind of a joke, but Body Massager. This looks to be vintage. Maybe not. I don't see a date on it, but it was made in China. I mean, it still could be 90s or something. No clue, but I threw it in my bag. This is Ann Getty's little stuffed baby in a bear costume. I love Ann Getty's. I'll pick it up all the time. Not much value in it. You're never going to make more than a couple bucks with things like that. Ann Getty's prints I love too. And they do have a following, just not huge. Cabbage Patch, Babyland. It is old. I'm not sure. It's made in Thailand. But I'm not sure. It doesn't have a year on it. But for the quarter, 50 cents or whatever I was paying, somebody will pay me more for that. This bag is obviously not my exciting bag. These are Nerf brand kids water shoes. Water shoes always go well for me, especially this time of year, because if you go to Walmart or Big Lots or any of those stores trying to buy them, they're all sold out and they don't restock them. So I found that towards the end of summer, if I have any water shoes listed, they always sell when people can't find them locally. This, just a super cool shiny hat. Might be my 7-year-old's. It doesn't have any brand on it. This is a Six Flags Superman hat. that'll be sold. This one will probably be going home with me. Justice shorts. I will pick up almost anything Justice these days. I don't have any trouble selling Justice kids stuff, and a lot of kids stuff I struggle with, but Justice, especially because it's more for like the teenage, the older kids, but I sell it easily. Cubs kids hats. I should probably keep this for the baby so that Daddy can't claim her on his cardinal side. We're mixed marriage, and I'm claiming this one. He's got the 7-year-old on his side. These are Talbots. Just little peep toe, low heel, almost flats, size 6. Cute. And that is one bag down. So I think I'm at like 20 minutes now. I'm gonna try to hurry through one more bag, and then I will do which bag? And then I'll do the rest all in a separate video. But I'm gonna pick the right bag. Okay. So this one, I did grab some bags here because I have not found a lot of good bags lately. This is just Gal, crossbody or shoulder bag. Probably $10 for that. And if I end up putting any of these in a local booth and selling them, I'll probably sell them for half the price that I'm saying I would get online, because I don't have to do any extra work or anything. This is 54, which is a Fossil line. And it's a nice heavy leather with cloth in the middle. Solid bag. Little buckle accents on the front. Appeared to be in good shape. I'm guessing 25-ish for that. Okay, this one is definitely one that would probably just go up in a booth. It's never been used, but it's just a basic plain vinyl coat. $3 in a booth. Somebody'd pay for it. This Tous les Sours. I know nothing about whatever this is, but it is Prezzo is the brand. And it appears to never have been used, but it does have, oh, I was gonna say it has a peeling in the handle, but that was just something stuck on the handle, so even better. But it's got a fun sequin, pretty front to it. It has the same thing stuck on here, but that will rub right off, so. It's a pretty big size bag. I know nothing about it, but I wanted more purses, so I got more purses. This is just Merona. I wouldn't normally pick up Merona, except I am running low on bags, and it's huge. Somebody. Big bags sell far easier for me than like clutches and wristlets. Not saying I don't pick them up. I'm just saying they don't sell as well. This is a padded, I'm guessing it's for an iPad or tablet carrier. OGIO. Ogio? Let's see. Made in Vietnam. Doesn't look like it's really ever been used. And it does have thick padding inside, so I'm guessing it's for tablets. It's definitely not big enough for like a full-size laptop or anything. Okay, Jessica Simpson. Just a fun, basic vinyl croc embossed tote. It does have some marks on the bottom. I can try to get out with maybe some nail polish remover or something. It's not patent leather, but it's vinyl, like that same type of coating, and it's very hard to clean sometimes. This is Medela. which is a breast pump manufacturer. So, but it's a hanging organizer bag. I don't know if it's for breast pump supplies or just like a freebie that they offered at some point in time. Or maybe Modella? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Modella is not the breast pump manufacturer. Modella. I saw the brand and I just instantly assumed breast pumps, but it looks just like a hanging travel organizer. It does have some wear to it. The fun thing, if I do get to sell locally, guys, is that I don't care if I sell stuff for $2. I can still make money with some. This is Jazzercise. Just a giant Jazzercise fun tote bag. Oh, time. It's going on 30 minutes now, I think. I gotta hurry. Croft & Barrow, genuine leather purse. I thought this bag would be fast because it had all the thick purses in it. This is just a snowman tote bag. It will probably go to the booth. I also have this snowman purse. I might just bundle them together and sell them on eBay or Poshmark or something. But this is Victoria's Secret, just a little makeup toiletry accessory pouch. This is, I didn't even open it to see what the brand is, but fanny packs sell, guys. If you come across any fanny packs, they don't really even have to be, I've sold No Boundaries fanny packs. I mean, they were in like new mint condition, but, oh wait, maybe, oh, no brand. But still, if you come across any fanny packs, grab them. Miss Piggy, she is from 1987, so I can at least claim her as vintage, and she's cute. A couple bucks there. Another scarf. I don't think this one had any brand markings on it, but I'm a sucker for scarves when I can throw them in a bag and get them for next to nothing. This is Avon, and I'm guessing it came with another bag. It's got the clip, but a buck or two in a booth and somebody will buy that. Okay, the rest of this bag is little jewelry pieces, so I'll run through them pretty quick. Just some fun little earrings, 2 different pairs, frogs. I can't get them to separate. So there's that. Breast cancer awareness, little angel, like stained glass style. There's 5 or 6 of these little sports pins. I won't pull them all out. Leather necklace, maybe? Cute. I'm guessing it's supposed to be a necklace. A watch. Groen, G-R-O-E-N, Groen. This is just a fun, twisty bracelet thing that I'm not really sure is supposed to twist. They had it all twisted up. I think that might be a flaw. Again, with jewelry, I create little junk jewelry lots for anything that I can't sell individually, so I don't get too picky about it. Little moose pin. There were a couple little bagged jewelry items that I didn't even pull out and take a close look at. I don't see any markings or anything on it, but it's got fun, pretty stones. This was just a little random bag of, I think they're all supposed to be pins. There's pins, there's earrings. It's very random. Basically the whole bag will go in my junk pile. Oops, shoot. Bag was tickling my leg and felt like a spider or something. This is a bracelet. I don't see a brand on it. Oh, New York, Paris, Milan. Oh, Jordache. There we go. Jordache. I knew I had seen a brand earlier. I was just blind. But it's just a fun charm bracelet. It's got, that charm doesn't want to turn around to be shown. But pretty pink heart hanging off of it. There was not a lot of good jewelry hanging out there to pick. Some more random pins. This pair of earrings was kind of funky. I got both. It's like a cowboy saddle, hat, gun, and boots. No markings or anything, but interesting. Bag. And then a pair of glasses, black crystal it says inside. I look at every pair of glasses that I come across now because you do get lucky and find some. Like I found a random pair of Nike sunglasses once at a thrift store that they just had thrown in with all the readers and for $1. So, and I sold those almost immediately for $30. So yeah, if you find glasses, take a look and see what the brand is. I don't know this brand, but it's basically free to throw it in my $3 bag. So I am going to end this video here, but I still have 2 more bags. I'm going to do those in a separate video after I make a spot to put them and get some of this stuff out of my way. So thank you all for watching. If you know anything about any of the items that I showed off or want to give me any feedback or comments, please do so. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hold on for one more haul video coming soon.